suggested that we should do it together. So we're giving it a shot.
Okay. Nice. Oh, you two together on the
because
podcast.
I'm normally the host.
Yeah.
Sean's usually in the background, and he'll like say something random. He'll shout out.
Yeah.
But he's a funny guy. So Joe was like, "Yeah, you guys should just do a."
He thought it would bring some like a funner maybe personality to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause
Not that Noah doesn't have a fun personality. That was
No, it's exactly.
The more the merrier.
not that it was bad before. But it was just like I think he's because whatever he does, he's in the videography and he does a lot of people's Instagrams, and so he's just about like a lot of attention. And I think we talked about that just like because we want to grow the podcast and stuff. So
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah,
sorry man.
that's good. Yeah. So a little intro for Jordan. Today we got on Jordan Breyer, owner and operator of 10 by 20 Performance Fab. Now this is a guy who didn't just pick welding; he picked the hardest version of it. While some shops build handrails, stairs, gates, that's us. This guy is the owner of a motorsport-focused fab shop out of Washington, who probably spends more time staring at tight clearances than most people spend with their families. Jordan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So we got a couple of intro icebreakers we always do, just to kind of get some funny conversation in there and lighten the mood, and then we'll get into like the meat of the podcast.
The hard question.
The hard question. Yeah. So to be honest, what percentage?
hard questions.
It's good. I did prepare.
What percentage of your job is actually welding versus like what percentage goes into just staring at something for 45 minutes, being like, how the hell am I gonna put this thing together?
Welding is maybe like 10% of the job.
Okay.
Yeah, at most. And then the other 90% is like you're saying. I call it performance looking.
Okay.
So you're
Planning out.
Yeah, looking underneath the car, trying
Yeah.
to figure out in your head what you're doing, and then there's all the fab work and prep that goes into. I mean, you guys know prep is 90% of the job. So.
For sure. The planning, the estimating, the drawing,
It is a
getting ready for
hefty
install.
chunk of it
Oh yeah,
for sure.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Welding is cool because it's the glamorous part of it, like
Right.
especially when you're doing like TIG welding and fine welding like that with cool materials, titanium and ink and
Right.
metal and all that stuff. Everybody gets to see the pretty dimes and
It looks great. Yeah.
yeah, they recognize you for that, but like all the work that leads up to it is really where the meat of the
Yeah, which doesn't shine the most on Instagram or socials.
No.
Like unless we've been doing that a little bit more with the Instagram. Sean's been doing it, but like adding some humor and showing the harder parts of stuff going on, because otherwise it turns into this like highlight reel, like most of social media, where it's like, this is amazing and like it's so easy.
Yeah.
and whatever.
You guys are really good at that. That's why I got interested in your guys'
nice.
page. Yeah, I saw like the way that you guys do content. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, I like. I've been having fun with it. The Instagram.
Yeah.
So, you see my last one?
No, I don't get on social
wanna
as
play
much
it
as
on
I
the-
would like to, man.
Play on the TV.
I feel like this one went over everyone's head. I feel like I don't need to. Well, okay, maybe this is fine. I wanted to show your Instagram too, actually. So this could be a good time for it. Because what you're doing is just pretty wild. I
Yeah.
feel like it's pretty wild. I have a lot of questions. It just looks crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Picture on the TV.
I think it might be on. Let me see here.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Even when he asked me my opinion of this video, I was like, I don't get it, because it's just him welding.
Dude, it went over so many people's heads.
You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Get it?
Y'all can have fun though. Like you're too busy doing that to.
No.
Maybe it's going over my head too.
So look. Okay, play it again. Look at the everything in the. Look at Sean. Just look at Sean. Read everything.
Island Boys. Is that it?
Yeah, it's Trump and Epstein.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
On the shirt, and so yeah, I feel like it didn't catch anyone's attention. I feel like maybe some did. I was expecting, somebody say something about it, but
Surprisingly not.
surprisingly not.
I didn't see it at first,
And
but
the
that's
people that
funny.
I've showed it to, they same thing. I have to tell them, like, look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of just like, people really don't pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As they're just scrolling and feeding, like,
Right.
And so I was thinking about how could I have done that better, and I was like, I think maybe I might just like delete it and repost it, but then like do like a longer, or like come into the shirt more or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or,
That would probably make more sense. Kind of zoom into the shirt.
No, now that you pointed it out, though, that's funny as hell.
Yeah. Really funny. Yeah.
right? That's why I was.
Because it's just
thinking.
not going anywhere. That whole, thing, the island and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Is just, and I'm actually glad that it hasn't. That it's still. That's maybe
The
for
people
another
are still
podcast.
bringing
It's still bringing it
attention
up.
to
And,
it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because of obviously the war and everything else going on. It's like
I don't know where we're at.
I don't know where we're at.
I don't think
hope
anybody does.
no, and I hope things keep moving towards justice, right,
Yeah.
and the right perspective.
Yeah.
It feels like the wrong conversation to have.
Wild stuff, man.
But,
Wild stuff.
Important to talk about though.
It is important to talk about.
But
It is important to talk about.
this is about you. Sorry, man.
yeah.
You're good.
I'm not making
Yeah.
it at all.
So, here's a question: what's worse and why? I'll give you 3 options here. A customer with a tiny budget and huge expectations. A customer who says, "I saw this on YouTube and it should be easy," or a customer who wants it done yesterday.
Oh man, every customer wants it done yesterday,
Right,
so I'll
right.
take that every time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
The least worst.
the least worst, the
Okay.
best. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
And how do you like talk them into, say they want it yesterday, so they want it like today? How do you go from there to explaining this process is going to take this much time and kind of, calm their nerves on that?
Well, if it's possible to do in their timeline, then you start talking, hey, I've got other customers that are already in line.
Right.
Are you willing to pay to inconvenience them
Right.
so that I can push you to the front of the line? And then I can explain to those customers,
Okay.
hey, this is going to take longer because I have something else going on now.
Yeah. You do that. You do like rush orders.
Yeah, if it fits, sometimes you just can't make that work. But
Right.
every once in a while, somebody's willing to pay the extra to get something done now, and it's like, yeah, why not? So
Where does most of your work, or I guess new customers, where do most of your new customers come from?
social media, a lot from social media, and
They-
then word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just see what you're doing and then like shoot you a DM, like,
Yeah, pretty much. They just send me a message and kind of goes from there, or they'll email me. But most people don't really want to email. I don't
Yeah,
know, 'cause,
right.
I mean, every once in a while I'll get work through an email, but it's very far and few between. So yeah, I would say social media. They just send me a message, or it's just word of mouth. Somebody texts me and say, hey, I saw you did work on such and such's car. It looked really good. Can you do this for me?
yeah.
So
I feel like that's pretty much our situation too. I feel like when I first came on, the submissions through the website were a lot higher. And we did some other stuff. We did giveaway and stuff like that, which helped. But as we've gone, it's shifted from less and less submissions and more just this contractor, that contractor, this word of mouth, this person said this. I saw you on Google.
yeah.
And it's a lot more of that now.
So you guys have a contact form like on your webpage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you don't feel like you get much through that
Not
in
recently.
comparison to
In comparison, yeah. In comparison, it's far more.
yeah.
I'm
the same way.
A bunch come from Google.
Oh,
For
yeah,
us,
just searching up like metal fabricator.
They just
or
call
something.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
Search up metal fabricators, they just find us.
Yeah.
But yeah, your stuff. And do you ever feel like work like gets kind of like those because you're in a totally different type of jobs that you're taking on, like a lot of automotive stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you ever feel like that slows down? Like the clients just disappear? Like, you know what I mean? To me, it's just kind of wild of like,
How there's that much business out there
Right.
for the type of work that I do.
Yeah.
Because it's niche and
very
yeah.
special.
and I don't,
I'm
because I don't
surprised.
understand it either.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started doing it, it was just a side hustle. It was
Yeah.
just something I wanted to do on the weekends. It was fun
Right.
and I was interested. I loved TIG welding. I loved the art behind it. So, yeah, I just kind of started out as a hobby, but it surprised me how much work there was out there for the type of work that I do. So
where did you first start finding it? Like, you know,
just like anybody else probably that starts up a business, it's, friends and family, friends of friends, friends of friends of friends. And then it just kind of,
Could you walk us through like your very first project, the very first
Oh, yeah.
exhaust you got or whatever?
Actually, it was an exhaust.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. How'd that go?
welding on some Civic,
So
drilling holes in the muffler.
it was like a, what was it? Like a 98 Honda Del Sol.
Nice.
And my buddy Christian, I'm sure he's going to watch this at some point, but my buddy Christian from Slideways Tuned, he's actually over in Richland. So
Okay.
he brought me, I think it was his personal car, his Del Sol, and he needed an exhaust on it. And it was one of those situations where he was like, hey, I need this like soon, like quick. So at the time, I had a full-time job. I was an engineer out at Hanford.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so I just had weekends to do this kind of stuff. And I was working out of my 10-foot by 20-foot shop. 10 by 20. That's where the name comes from.
Oh,
There we
cool,
go.
dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
great.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
very original.
No, I like it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That's so
It's the
funny.
roots.
Yeah, the roots.
I love that.
But I had a little 10 by 20 shop attached to my
How tall?
like 8 feet. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing. And the power, the only power I had in that shop was
Yeah.
from a light bulb socket. They gave you like one, like the little string that you
One
pull
plug.
down.
Yeah.
And
That
then,
was the
like,
only outlet in there.
Yeah, so I swapped out the light for
Wow,
a socket or a electrical outlet.
that had to been out in like Benton City or something.
It was in Kennewick, off of 4th. Yeah, next to Hanson Park.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nice, dude.
So a guy drops off his car, says, hey, I need this quick. At the time, I didn't stock any material. I didn't have any stainless tube or anything like that. So I was like, shit.
You had 4 walls in her booth.
Yep, pretty much. And I was like, all right, I'll make it happen. Come by on Monday. And so, yeah, that Friday, because I had Fridays off, I went to an exhaust shop in town and said, hey, I need this bend, this bend, this bend, this bend. And it was all like aluminized, mild steel, like stuff you're not supposed to TIG weld. But I was like, I'm going to do it because he asked me to do it.
Yeah.
So, and then I also charged him like $300 and it was like 3 days worth of work plus material. So I was like, yeah, I probably need to charge more for this next time.
Yep. Yep.
300.
So-
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, that's just how it goes sometimes. But
Yeah.
when you're learning,
Does it still
Yep.
go like that sometimes?
not near as often as it used to. We've gotten pretty good at figuring out what stuff costs, and
Right.
we've also gotten more efficient. Every once in a while, I have a job that comes through, and it's like you eat it, but
Right.
and that'll never end.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably figuring that out, right? There's some
Yep.
jobs you just
Yeah.
eat it.
We're constantly eating it.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. So
Because it's overbidding and not getting the job, or underbidding and
Yep.
getting the job, knowing that's a little underbid.
Yeah.
And then you spend an extra 20 hours out there, and you're really underbid.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, getting work, but not just cutting clean and just making it by, or not getting work and not having work. It's like what's better.
yeah, and you
So-
guys are in that phase where you're probably still like buying tools. You're
Oh, constantly.
Yeah. So like
Constantly
the
buying
profits
tools.
you get from a job that like maybe already was underbid, then you have to go out and be like,
Right.
hey, it'd be really nice to buy this tool.
Yeah, and there's never like an end to like what we need next.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
like-
people telling you what you need, right? They're
Yeah,
like,
people
hey, you
telling-
should buy this. It's like,
Right.
yeah, do you have $3,000?
I'll tell you what, though,
Right.
I actually am. I am been trying really hard to save up for a scanner, like a Trimble scanner. If you've ever seen or heard of those.
No. Uh-uh.
Yeah, they're very expensive, but that is what. I don't know if you have anything like that where you're like, just like. I guess what are some of the bigger tools that you have, that help you do what you do?
Yeah. Yeah, plenty of them. I mean, lifts and plasma tables, and
Lift would be cool.
a lift would be cool for a car guy. It is really cool. Yeah. Yeah. I would like this is probably helpful for you guys too, is what do they call those, like a shop crane, a jib crane.
Yeah.
I want to build a jib crane in my
Me
shop
too.
because sometimes there's just heavy shit that I don't want to pick up. Am I allowed to curse on this? Probably not.
Yeah,
huh?
no, it's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Sorry,
We'll
it
just
just
mark
comes. It just comes out.
We'll just mark
Yeah,
it with the
that's good,
explicit.
that's
bro.
good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like a crane would be nice.
Yeah.
So, but a scanner, what is like a 3D scanner?
Yeah. It's like because for us, like, you know, because we're doing a lot of like working inside of houses.
Yeah.
And so when we're going to measure something, like we have to know the space and the environment. We got to create something that's going to fit, right? Same way you got to create an exhaust to like fit inside of a car, and you got to route it around. Like we have to be able to fit within spaces. And same way you've got to like line up one end to another. Like, you know, these rails got to go one end to another, and they all got to connect, and tons of just geometry and math. And we're out there doing it with, you know, tape measures and angle finders, and which is just, you know, the best possible way to do it without a scanning tool. And so, but the scanning tool, it shoots these point clouds or like these data points all within extremely tight tolerances, like a complete 360. You'll have like you can have millions of these touch points where it's hit, and it'll pick up tiny stuff. Like it'll pick up like a piece of hair on the ground or something.
Really?
Yeah. And you can just take that, right, and upload it, because we'll like 3D and draw our rails out for our cut lists. Instead of doing that in just like a open space, we can actually import the space of the house and then just draw on top of it.
So you guys can do like a CAD model of railings or something like that.
Yeah, and
you.
yeah, and it's like if we were to actually go to the house and like fab it at the house, which is like you're gonna get the best every time for fitment wise. Might not be the cleanest.
Yeah.
But
This is like second best.
how it probably even better, because you just get a draw. You get you know, it's like you're actually measuring. It's just the measurements. The measurements are perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you show up, there's no confusion of like, oh, why didn't this fit, or like this didn't fit. Not even confused like why didn't this. It's like this it fits every time.
Yeah.
You know.
The problem is that it's about $30,000 for the scanner.
Yeah, probably like 40 grand.
Yeah. And it's probably a big scanner, like because you guys are measuring big spaces and you're measuring them to a high tolerance. So.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not too.
It's not big. It sits on a tripod.
Yeah.
It's just expensive.
Yeah.
It's just expensive tech.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look what it can offer though.
But it would
makes
save
sense.
so much time.
Yeah.
And so much
You
money.
would, you know, you'll probably want to use it.
I've played with scanners before.
Yeah.
And they're wildly helpful.
Like the handheld ones.
Yeah. For what I do, for custom stuff at least, it's not
needed.
It's not needed. Yeah, because I'm working on site per se.
Right.
Like I'm working on the car, so I don't need it for that if it's one off. But I've thought about it, like for production pieces, manufactured pieces, you know, selling stuff on my website and whatnot. I was like, that'd be
Do you
cool.
use any kind of like drawing program to draw anything? Or
Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah, Fusion 360. So it's cheap and it does everything that I want it to.
Nice.
So I've thought about getting SolidWorks, but I'm like, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cool, man.
I don't want the learning curve of trying something new.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have you guys have you dabbled in like CAD software, or you guys?
Yeah, well, we
mostly-
use SketchUp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good program.
Yeah, I love it. I feel like it can do a lot. And I mean, it can do a ton. Like it's great.
And it's a 2D modeling or 2D drawing software, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can upload like point clouds into them, and so it's 3D too. And so, like I said, you can upload the point cloud of the scanner into it and draw on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's point by point line, but you can build whatever. You can build anything 3D or whatever. It's just you're just going point by point by point.
Right.
So we go and we measure a house. So we draw it 3D in that model. We draw our floors, our landings, and our walls, and then we go in there and model
Can I move this?
Yeah,
Just so I can.
and
I
then,
feel like I'm having to lean around. it to
and then we
see
go
it.
in
cool.
and draw on top of it.
Yeah, just keep a good distance so you know.
Right.
Or if you, yeah. I
So
don't
they can hear me.
know. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
How'd you go from just welding in a garage, 10 by 20? How'd you go from that to and just being a guy who welds to being a guy who runs a business? Like how was that leap?
So I guess after I moved from the 10-foot by 20-foot shop, We went to.
And you were still working at your other job at that
I
time.
was still working at my other job, so I was still full-time engineer.
Yeah.
And working 40 hours.
Right.
But
I've heard
Yeah.
Hanford schedules. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
So Hanford 40.
Yeah.
But I was still working as an engineer, and then doing this on the side. And then after I figured out that I could make enough money to like pay for rent at a bigger space, not just like $100 a month in my little shack.
Yeah.
I started looking for a shop, found one out in Pasco, met the owners, and I was like, hey, this is what I do. Would it be okay if I rent from you? And they were cool with it. They were a little, I don't know that they were 100%.
How busy were you when you were?
Not very.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, jobs here or there. But word gets out and you keep getting more and more work. And eventually after I moved there and I got to the point where I had so much work that I was like working every hour outside of my regular job over there, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like I don't have weekends. I don't have time off.
Right.
I'm putting my 2 weeks in.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, okay. So was that an easy decision?
Oh yeah.
It was
super easy, dude.
Really?
I hated working out at
Really?
Hanford. I loved the people that I worked with, but I didn't feel like the work out there was fulfilling. And this was way more fulfilling. It was like I felt like what I was doing out there wasn't important. It didn't make me feel important, but this did. So that's not everybody out there, I'm sure, but it's just that was my experience. So.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah,
that's super cool. And then at what point? So you get in the shop, they feel a little skeptical at first. You get in there, getting all this work, quit, get your 2 weeks. When did you start getting employees? Because you said you have a couple guys.
So I have one full-time employee right now, and I'm kind of on and off with a part-timer.
Okay.
I haven't had a part-timer for like almost a year now, but so it's just been me and one guy.
Yeah.
But he's leaving. I have a new guy that's
I
coming
love
on.
part-timers.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because you don't have to.
Well, it's like you still feel like you're getting a lot done, but like every 2 weeks you're paying half the amount you would.
Yep.
Yeah. So I like having a part-timer. They're great.
I do too. Yeah. It's nice just to have somebody there to fill that gap,
Yeah.
Because I feel like the hard balance for an employer is you don't want to be overemployed because then you're not making enough money.
Right.
Like your take home isn't enough, right?
Right.
You're shelling it out to everybody else and they don't have enough work. But you also don't want to be underemployed where like everybody's overwhelmed. Right. So like my thought process is I should leave like 20% in reserve, if that makes sense. Like operate at 80% capacity and then have that other 20%, which is nice. Like part-timers are nice for that because they can fill that extra 20%.
Yeah, right.
Rather than running at 100% all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's probably where you're at right now. So.
Is that where you're at? Operating at 80%?
It's what's bad about it is I probably couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what percentage we're operating at. But I mean, like, all I know is like money's in the bank, but then like so are the credit card bills.
Yeah.
So are like the payroll every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So is just like constant purchases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I'm horrible, dude. I should have get into it because it's
To get you in trouble.
it might get me in trouble. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I need
Sorry.
I need some tidying up. But I think things are okay, and things are all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Bookkeepers.
Are you a lot more of like organized, I guess, like that?
I mean, I try to be.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily I have a really good accountant.
Okay.
Shout out Mary.
Yo, Mary, call me.
Let's get a referral business going on.
If
you like a challenge.
I'll send you a referral. But I have a really good accountant that keeps me on the straight and narrow as much as she can, at least. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm much like you. I'm still a business owner, and so like I'm filling multiple roles. I am the in-house accounting. I'm the lead fabricator. I'm the this, the that, and so like not all my attention goes towards like keeping the book straight. It's just
How many
how it
jobs do you
goes.
think you'll have going like at one time? Like, just normally.
Oof. Like right now?
Clients, yeah.
Oh,
And not even
gosh.
maybe not going, but like I guess like how many deposits are you holding, right? Like how many?
Oh, I don't hold a lot of deposits, but like as far as just customers that are lined up, like for sure, they're gonna be. It's work that's
Just-
either in the shop or
yeah.
coming down the pipeline. 20,
They're-
30
Yeah. Wow.
jobs, and that scales from anywhere between like jobs that take one guy like 2 to 3 weeks to complete to, hour jobs, little repair pieces,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
so yeah, 20 to 30, somewhere in there.
That's a ton.
That's wild.
And
It's a lot.
And you're not storing all those cars. Like, are you like, hey, Joe, you're next in line. Come bring the car down.
Yep.
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 Or
I have a list, and custom work.
you're not doing stuff where you're like not doing welding. You know what I mean? Like any welding, like not that's necessarily part of automotive work. Like,
Mhm.
you're doing.
like commercial
Somebody-
stuff.
Yeah,
like,
if somebody just came to you for, I don't know, like a real estate sign or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I've taken those jobs before,
Yeah.
but we've got so much work right now in the motorsport world that it's like
You try to stay there.
I try to stay in there. That's where we shine. That's
Yeah.
what I know the most, you
Right.
know. And I feel like it's hard
That's
to
fun.
mix the two because like commercial work, like automotive work is very tedious. You spend a lot of time on the little details. And I know you guys do high quality work, so you do too.
Mhm.
But like automotive work, I'm probably fussing over stuff that on other pieces, like commercial pieces, it probably doesn't matter. So a
Right.
job that you guys could successfully complete in 30 hours might take me 60 because I'm sitting there like just mindlessly fussing over things that
Right.
don't really matter.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, trying to go between automotive to commercial work it's a tough thing to do. So I try to stay out of it.
Yeah.
I try to just stick to
What's the
one
what's the craziest or sketchiest build that you worked on?
thing.
Job,
Oh, gosh.
even
Um,
like something that you agreed upon and you got into it and you're like, what is this? Yeah.
Well, I would say probably the most nerve-wracking was starting to do work for SSC. I think I hit it pretty well. I was pretty calm when I went over there the first time, but
Mhm.
like that's a $2 million car, and
Yeah.
I'm Joe Schmo from Pasco, Washington, that's working on said $2 million car, and it's like,
It's wild.
I know what I'm capable of, and I'm capable of working on something like that, but like you still, you get nervous the first time
Right.
you do something like that. So that was pretty wild. Still is wild,
Yeah.
actively wild.
And you have a continued kind of contract with them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Every fabricated piece on that car is built in our shop or
Oh,
at
wow.
theirs by myself. Yep.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cars are wild. I'd like to drive one.
Yeah. I can give you a tour. And
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
yeah,
I
and
want to see one in person for sure.
yeah, they bring them out every once in a while.
Mm.
So
That's
yeah.
in the Tri-Cities?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Richland.
Nice. Crazy.
Yep.
I'm never around anything that nice.
Yeah.
Come by the
Okay, maybe in houses, but definitely
Yeah.
not, in cars. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, I mean, the staircase we're doing right now that's crazy. That staircase we're doing in the house is probably like a $2 million house.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's more. I think he quoted like $3 million. The one in Suncadia?
In Tumble Creek, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that the staircase that we're doing is going in. They're headed up
Crazy.
there tomorrow for.
Crazy view, massive deck. Like,
That's the one that I saw on your story where you guys were there for like a weekend, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you were
yeah.
setting stuff up.
crazy
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
We're going
It
back.
looked like it. You
Yeah.
were busy. I was snoozing in bed and I woke up to your story. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like 3 12-hour shifts just back to back, and it was
Yeah.
fun. I mean, we had fun. We had an Airbnb with the whole crew, and we're hanging out at night, waking up early, getting breakfast, like being there all day, and it was cool. It's a good experience, but
You guys have some pretty good camaraderie in here, don't you? Like
we do.
with your
Yeah, it's. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
set a good culture from the get-go. Like, we talked a lot about that. I mean, I've known Sean for a really long time. We've been friends for a long time, and so and we did something a long time ago that was like a ministry apparel kind of brand thing. So we got in here and we started talking about like setting the culture, and how we act, how we behave here, but not only here, but like with clients, like what's going to fly, what's not going to fly, what's okay, what's not okay. And because we're the face of the company, right? Maybe not so much the fabricators are in here all the time, but anyone that goes to meet the customers, you're the face. Like when you went to SSC or SSC, yeah. And so it's like,
Is there a dress code over there?
they need to trust you. No.
Yesterday I was getting made fun of because I had holes in my pants.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, just they get.
Do they look pretty clean and like orderly over there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, every shop gets dirty sometimes, right. Especially when there's like a big rush to get a car out.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, for the most part, it's a very clean facility. Like,
I feel like it'd have to be because you're talking about the whole reason I brought up the price of that house because like you've got the price of that house in a car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Wild, huh?
And
so crazy.
Yeah.
And
Can't imagine.
I don't think someone's rolling a $2 million car into here, dude. They'd be like, "Nah, it's too dangerous."
Can you imagine
You know what I mean?
owning something of that worth sitting in your garage?
No.
Like you wouldn't even want to you can't drink coffee in this car. I won't even I gotta make sure my pants are clean. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so much money.
It is.
It's wild.
It is. It's wild, man.
Yeah. What do they do with those cars? Do they race them? Do they sit in garages and just chill? Like
probably a few of them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Once they leave, I have no idea what happens with them.
Is each one custom made?
Yes and no. I mean, each one it's custom tailored. I guess is probably the better way to put it. Like, people can pick the color scheme and
modify
like when I build the exhaust, it's anodized titanium, so it's colored and vibrant,
like the blue one,
and then I did a gold one before that.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
then we're doing some other colors later on down the line. Just new ideas, new whatever the customer wants, they get to pick the color of it.
Yeah. They should be able to for that price.
They get.
I want to.
Yeah, if I was paying $2 million, I'd like to pick the color of my exhaust too.
I want the color. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, I suppose for sure. When do you said anything welded on it you are like a part of comes out of your shop?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean you're seeing the car from the very beginning. I mean, as far as like it's probably starting right with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably not like the body panels and stuff, but like just like the guts of it, the frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then is it going back and forth between like somebody who's doing like maybe the wiring and like the engine work?
Yep.
And so it's just like coming back and forth and like, okay, the engine's in it now. It's got the roll cage on it, but now we need to do the exhaust. Okay, now time for the wheels and the suspension.
Yep. Yeah,
that's wild.
There's an order to everything.
Yeah.
And everybody has a job. There's a guy that does.
How much of it is already like pre-planned as far as you've got a blueprint for what you need to make and you know that it's going to fit versus like it comes back and everything's just kind of in improvisation?
Well, when the whole chassis is carbon fiber minus the rear cradle is a mixture of aluminum and stainless pieces, and then like the subframes are aluminum. I build those.
Mm-hmm.
So like with composite pieces, there's always a tolerance, and it's generally more than like a metal piece. Like a machine piece obviously is going to be spot on, but like a carbon fiber monocoque is going to have a certain tolerance to it. So like,
I guess
there's
I don't know what that is.
But like the whole roof line and the body and everything, it's all those composite pieces. They're not spot on every time. So like everything else that bolts to those, you get tolerance stacks. So like this part is off by a 16th, this part's off by a 16th, this part's off by, and eventually down the line you're a 1/4 inch difference. But generally speaking, I mean the cars are, for the most part, they're pretty spot on. There's not, as far as the parts I make at least, they go together pretty easy.
Is this 16th a big deal?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Depending on what it is, but yeah. I mean, so the way I put it, like in fit up terms, for the type of stuff that I do, the fit up needs to be perfect to almost not perfect.
To almost not perfect.
Yeah. Like it's so perfect that it's
like it's perfect. Like there's no question that it's spot on. To if it was any worse, like we'd have to redo that.
Yeah.
So like no tolerance. Yeah.
Dang.
No gaps, no nothing.
I can usually work with the 16th here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I usually got a 16th is okay. I'm trying to think of how it just depends on what it is, but
It usually comes to like spacing on a house, spacing of like code on rail, you know, you're talking about code in between the pickets is like 4 inches, and like, you know, I don't know, just different spacing. And it's like a 16th is okay.
It's nothing. Yeah.
As long as you're not breaking code, you know,
Right.
if it's 2 and 7/8 versus like, or whatever, 2 and 15, 5/16 versus 7/16. It's like, it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
And it kind of depends on the project, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why, because it's so intricate and it's so, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we can force a 16th in.
Right. I mean, like if it's off a little bit, you can pull it down and you'll be
Right.
all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, usually make it work.
Thinner material's a little, you know, it's a little different. It's less forgiving when you're working with 30 thousandths thick stainless tube,
Yeah.
and you're coping or fish mouthing a tube to another one for a merge. It's like,
I'd imagine you have to have like you probably say no a lot, or maybe to people that want you to do work for them
it gets more and more every year. Yeah.
that you say no to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just I have to. I don't have the time to get to everybody's project, you know.
Mm.
Or maybe it's not worth it. I just had a guy that came in. He had a BMW wheel that had a crack in it, and he sent me a picture of one crack, and I was like, okay, it'll be X amount to fill the crack and blend it. And he brought it. Well, the wheel had 4 cracks, and I was like, okay, that's the price per crack.
Right.
You know, just because it's the same wheel, it doesn't mean it's the same price for 4 cracks versus 1. And I was like, so extrapolate that 4 times what I gave you before. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's probably not worth your time or your money to bring me a wheel then. You know, it's probably better just to find a new one.
Yeah.
Or new to you. So stuff like that. You know, I have to.
People
turn it
ever
away.
I mean, people just like sentimental wheel. Like, I love this wheel. Like, I need to pay.
Yeah.
I need to pay $3,000 for it to be fixed.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just
Well,
like,
dude, some wheels, and not to get like too geeked out over this stuff,
No, do
but
it,
like, dude,
yeah.
some wheels, like OEM stuff, yeah, it's in that price range. Like if it's rare and you can't get your hands on it any other place, and
It's worth it.
it's like, this is what I have, and I can't get it anywhere else, then yeah,
they're
it's
stuck.
they're stuck. They have to get it repaired somewhere. So, and then, you know, maybe I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can help you out.
For
But-
sure. Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
but yeah, it gets more and more every year. I can't help everybody, unfortunately. But all you can do is be honest with them.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you know, I'd love to help you, but I'm not your guy. Maybe this guy down the road, maybe he can do it.
Yeah, I've got a hard time saying no to people.
Yeah.
Cause I feel bad. Because like for me, it's like people calling because it's not like, oh, I've got these $10,000 wheels and it's like somebody who's like, a little old lady that like needs something super cheap for her front yard.
You guys
To
do
like, because
do
she's
like
has a hard time getting out of her house.
yeah, right. You guys do like a I don't want to call it charity, but it's like you do like donation.
Yeah, we'll
donations
sponsor. We'll sponsor
sponsors.
somebody
There you
else.
go. Yeah,
So
that's really cool.
we actually we have 3 right now, and no one's hit us up for one.
Yeah.
So you have
unaware.
donations for them, but you're just waiting to
Yeah,
find somebody that can
for sure. Yeah, or like for the opportunity to come to come up where
Yeah.
it's like, hey, like we'll cover this. Like
Yeah.
we've got a sponsorship. You know,
Yeah,
don't worry about paying for it.
that's awesome.
And they're they're like $250.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, I haven't
That's pretty cool. Our $10,000 giveaway was kind of a sponsorship, a donation.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
big giveaway.
you
that
see
was
that?
a big one.
Those black rails over there are part of it.
Really?
And then the rest of it is actually on the rack right now. It's a pergola. It just took a while
For a while, that was
we were busy.
crazy stuff.
And luckily the person that got it is like super chill.
So okay, when you guys, I saw the video where you called the guy. He
Yeah.
sounded like does he know you?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, he's a buddy of
Yeah.
ours.
Oh, okay.
And it
'Cause
was
I know-
completely at random. It was.
it was completely
It was, but we had. I mean, we took away all family members that entered in, but people that we knew that were
Yeah.
friends were still able to.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there was a good amount of people in the hat, and it just so happened that it was a friend,
Yeah.
and which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I couldn't think of like a better person to as far as that was like for me that was also just like I knew was going to be chill about his project coming in April.
Yeah.
like Yeah, there was a lot of I'm happy he won. I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's really generous of you guys to.
Well, dude, it was
Super generous.
Yeah, it was.
We're just so generous out
It was
here.
so generous. Yeah, I mean that wasn't like the intent was to book some work through it.
We're kind of thinking about
obviously,
training like a nonprofit,
but that just like didn't happen.
Yeah.
So-
So do you guys feel
we've learned. We've learned.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I want to do another one, but I'm like it just
The next one's gonna be like 50 grand,
yeah.
and
No, there is
we were hoping that I'll just be real on here, but it was supposed to be more of like a market gathering. A good market, and
Sure.
get attention and get people.
People like I want
You
this
know.
project done. This is my dream project, and like okay, great. Like well, you didn't win, but like you still interested in doing it.
Yeah.
But like everyone that signed up, and I don't want to say everyone. There was some people that still allowed us to like bid, and then just didn't quite make sense. But 90% were just people that were only interested if it was free, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we just didn't find the people that would be interested if it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, as a business, the whole reason for you doing that is so that you could find leads,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's the
So-
reason for it. So
Yeah.
It was a I don't know. I felt good about it, but it ended up not producing the results that I was hoping for.
yeah.
If we would have done it slightly later, like even now, like I think it would gain some more traction.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson learned, like because Instagram has grown a little bit, word of mouth has grown, some of our contacts have grown, relationships and such, and it probably would have been more successful now, even more so down the road. But you learn things that way. I'm sure you have things like that.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every day there's a setback.
No. I want to ask you that prior conversation. What do you feel like when you're talking to a customer and they give you a project? How do you communicate like building something the right way versus what they can afford versus their budget?
Well, that's a tough one. The best thing that I can do for myself and for them is just to be upfront with them from the beginning. Like
Right.
if their expectation is that they're gonna get the world for next to nothing,
Right.
I'm just gonna tell them, hey, look, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's just not worth my time. You'll have better luck with somebody else. You're looking for value, and I'm trying to offer quality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that's two worlds that aren't gonna meet. Sometimes they do on very rare
Right.
occasions, but far and few between. So
Yeah. Totally.
just telling them up front, like, hey, if you want this result, you're gonna have to pay more.
Right.
And most of them are okay hearing that.
Right.
And the ones that aren't okay hearing that, they weren't my customer in the first place.
Right.
It's just how it is. So.
You feel like you have much competition around here?
Oh yeah. I mean, friendly competition.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, not in a negative way, but just like other people are going to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, like,
Really?
if I was looking for like a very nice piece or something for a car for a project that I had, I don't know necessarily where I would start looking.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would find you.
First before somebody else.
Yeah. And so yeah, so obviously I got some friendly competition around here too.
Yeah.
And
Very
so-
friendly.
So friendly. Yeah.
No, for sure, of course, dude. And
Just
so
a bunch of cheery chaps around here.
Yeah, we talk all the time. We say good morning to each other. Good
Yeah.
night.
Tuck each other in.
Tuck
and
each other in,
yeah.
right. Yeah, just bros.
and so yeah, I but like I said, like it's a totally different market than like from what I understand,
Yeah.
and so there's a lot of that around here too.
Well,
So you have like a handful of competitors around here?
yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of people that do the type
Right.
of work that I do.
Like full on shops or like just individuals?
Just mostly individuals. There's a handful of shops too, but it's pretty small time.
Yeah.
It's not like not everybody is building $2 million cars or dragsters or
Right.
race cars or boats and planes, but everybody is building a house.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So,
it's true.
or a building, or a this or a that, infrastructure.
So why'd you land in the Tri-Cities versus like going over to somewhere where it's more popular to do all this stuff, like a bigger city, maybe like Seattle or Portland, or like we're gonna find a lot more racers. You're gonna find a lot more.
Well, I mean, the reason I'm here is because I grew up here, so that's
Yeah, so us too.
that's where I landed.
Yeah.
But I do get customers. I get customers from all over the world technically, because people buy stuff on my website, and I've got parts that have been sent to the Netherlands, to Australia, to Australia for some reason.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know why, but yeah, a lot of Australian customers. And
how much do they pay? I mean, not for the product itself, but like, is there like import tax and stuff like that?
oh yeah, that's all them though.
That's all them.
I just send
You
it,
have no
and then
idea,
they pay it when it gets there.
Interesting.
So, and they know it up front. You know, they know what their import taxes are going to be. Like Canadians, they get screwed.
Yeah.
It's just how, right now at least, they do.
Right.
But that might
Wow.
change. So, but yeah, when people buy them, I ship them out, and then
Crazy. Do you
they
have
take
plans
care
of
of
like opening a whole lot more shops and like growing this big corporation, or
no.
do you like the kind of hometown, keeping it, maybe grow a bigger shop, but kind of keep it centralized here?
Very centralized.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 people max.
Yeah.
Like that's my cutoff.
Yeah.
I also told myself, if I can revenue $100,000 in a year, that's where I want to stop.
Really?
That's
Just sit there. Yeah.
that's all I need, and that ended a while ago.
If that,
so.
yeah, if that, oh, you'd be happy with just.
I'd be
100.
happy with
Right.
revenue being 100,000, not my net,
Oh, okay.
but like my revenue being
Yeah.
100,000, and then my
And
take
then you
home
made
being
100,000, and you're like, yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah, well, not in today's day and
No,
age,
no, not even
anymore.
close. Yeah.
It's everything's expensive, but yeah. So my point in saying that is that right now I'm thinking like 5 guys in a shop would be like the max I'd want, but who knows? Maybe the future.
Yeah,
Just
wanna
wait
go
till you
bigger.
get there and you'll be like, that's not enough.
Yeah,
you're open to just whatever.
yeah. We'll see where it goes. I mean, it's hard to find people that do this type of work and do it to the quality standard that you want them to. You know,
Right.
I feel like that's universal amongst every business owner.
Yes.
You know, you're always going to do it the way that you want to do it, and your guys might not do it exactly how you want. But in motorsport, things are pretty dang strict, so it's hard to find people that are willing to put in the time to make quality pieces. So finding those extra guys to grow the business beyond what I'm imagining right now, I think would be a challenge.
You have a hard time finding, like, are you not like you said you've got your full-time guy and your part-time guy? Would you hire another person like if the person was great?
Mm-hmm.
And is it difficult for you to find the talent though? Because it's just like it's hard to hire someone because like they're not out there.
Yeah, I mean, I would hire somebody today. I need somebody today.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find them. When you have somebody that is of that caliber, they usually want to do their own thing anyways.
Yeah.
They want to open their own shop.
Right.
So understandably, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I don't blame them
Right.
one bit, but
Right.
yeah, it's hard to find people.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So
Yeah, I know all about that.
yeah.
Going right back to skill, like you're just talking about skill, right? And for yourself, for people who you employ, is there a mistake specifically that you made in this whole journey that made you realize like, oh, this isn't about tools. This isn't about just having the right, the shop and the things and the employees, but it's actually about skill. It's actually about how much time I spend on this.
Yeah. Honestly, when I first started, I was really focused on trying to make a good name for myself. And I still am, every day putting out quality work, trying to
Right.
make sure that people are happy, integrity, do things as if your mom or your dad are looking over your shoulder, would they be proud of you kind of a thing.
For sure.
But when I first started, I think I was a little bit overly analytical. And so I wasted time on details that didn't matter. And as you get better at your craft, you start to understand the things that do matter and the things that don't.
Right.
And then, you can make people happier because you're spending less time on things. Your labor rates go down, or your labor totals go
Right.
down
Right.
because of that. And so,
Are
and if
you a
it's
perfectionist?
yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I feel like a lot of business owners are.
yeah,
It's
it's a tough habit to break, man.
Yeah.
But your customers love it. if you're working on a fixed price and you're giving them a better quality product at the
that's
same
true.
price, they love it, but it's not good for you. So,
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
habit
but
I
it's
have to
also,
break.
it's hard because when you're looking at it, it's like, like, does this fly or does this not fly?
Mhm. Yeah.
And also, are they going to notice it? Or do you think, like, if they see it, is it going to be bad?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some, yeah, it's hard to be a perfectionist because you can just get so, you can do, like you said, a job that would normally take 30, you can spend 60 hours on.
Right.
And it's like, and then you just losing your hat on it,
Right. Well, in fabricated pieces, especially, there's, I'll call them perfect imperfections.
Yeah.
Is kind of, that's the artwork. That's the art side of it that you're looking for, or that your customers.
Oh,
want.
right. Yeah, I like that stuff too. I mean,
Perfect imperfections. Interesting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me an example of that. What does that look like?
Well, I mean, have you ever seen like an orbital weld, like a positioner weld, where the parts just get spun around on like basically a lathe chuck?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just all one seamless color all the way around. It looks
Yeah.
like a robot did it.
Yeah.
Because it basically did.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, and that's perfection. And then there's like something that's been freehand welded that has
Right.
like starts and stops. But people like that stuff.
Yeah.
They like seeing that something was handmade as opposed to being welded by a machine.
Yeah.
So
It gives it that humanity touch, and it's not like it's not AI, it's not robots. It's someone actually did this,
right.
and either way, it was still built in a shop.
Mhm.
But it's like it almost gives you that idea of handcrafted.
Yeah.
It's handcrafted. Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
People love that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have an appreciation for it. I think there's,
for sure.
There's a lot to admire in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. What's something you guys say in your shop that would sound crazy to normal people? Like something you just say out loud, and regular people would be like, "What'd you just say?"
Oh my gosh.
But you guys understand it.
We have a lot of them.
Yeah. Give me a couple examples.
We have one where like if something goes wrong, me and the floor manager will say, "God dang it," or something like kind of exaggerating the way that you say it, Like,
Yeah.
God dang it. So that's a funny one. It's probably not funny to you guys because you don't hear it every day, but
Yeah.
shoot, what's another one? We make like monkey noises.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So it
While
starts
you're
at
working.
one end of the shop, and somebody will start banging on something.
Yeah.
They'll start making noises, and then by the end, it's all the way at the other end, and there's 5 guys doing it.
Yeah.
On a
So if a
table.
client walked in, it wouldn't.
No,
look
yeah,
so-
they'd be. Yeah, they'd
sounds
probably,
so good. They'd be like, "What?
Yeah. They're
Should
like,
I
"What's
use these
going
guys?"
on?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, we were thinking about that question, and I asked Sean. And he's like, "That's a good question, but like, I don't know. It's a hard one to answer
Yeah.
because we say a lot of things, and we move this thing and do that, and we go up here and we, do these trips on the weekends and whatever, and we do a lot of stuff that might seem risky to
Yeah.
some people, or some stuff that just seems could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But like the job's gotta get done, and you gotta get it in, and we're very careful, and it's high quality, and we're taking our time and making sure. But regular people, if they saw it or heard the plan that we're proposing, they might be like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that way."
Yeah.
I just think it's is there really, like, I don't know, on some projects, is there really a great way to, like, put 1,000 pounds or something into the air and swing it around
Right.
and
No.
hold it in the
Right.
position?
Right.
And so it's like there's gonna be like 1,001 ways to do it,
Yeah.
And I feel like any method is like going to be possibly a bad
Sketchy.
idea or just sketchy in general,
Yeah.
And so
Especially with what you guys do, like hoisting and rigging. That's like a whole
Yeah.
The staircases.
process in
Yeah,
itself.
staircases get gnarly.
one time, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like
get really gnarly.
I'm trying to think of one of the dumbest things. This was
With me and Tyler up at the top of the stairs. Remember that? With
you
the,
and Tyler at the top of the stairs.
the
Oh
smoking
yeah,
out with the straps around our waist.
we were moving a stringer into like a basement
with
with
the
floor.
And the stairs were taken out of the basement. Just a hole.
So we like brought it
Right.
in on casters, and then I'm essentially just like push it off and I'll catch it,
Yeah.
So he
And-
gets down there, and then me and the other employee were at the door with our legs like this, and we had literally straps, for like a trailer
to keep
around
it
our
from like,
waist
it sounds
On
bad.
the-
It sounds bad.
on the stringer, and just shimmy it down to Sean. He's like, "Oh, I got it."
Put it on my shoulder,
700
like
pounds,
kind of
bro.
like squatting down.
Yeah, it was crazy. It went good. No one got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, that's
that was
good.
beautiful. Beautiful staircase.
Yeah, I do get scared though about safety, and I try to minimize it as much as possible. Like, the one we were doing up in Tumble Creek, like, we're working on these super tall decks, and we got people standing on scaffolding, and so it's like I'm bringing the harness, and I have like the fall resistors, because it's like it's definitely not worth being the idiot who doesn't bring that stuff.
Yeah.
And having like an employee or somebody get like seriously injured. Obviously mistakes happen. Like I think, like the first day I think that we moved into this shop, Isaac like almost lobbed his finger off with like a grinder, and it was like, and he didn't. I just wasn't here to like calm him down, and so I probably would have told him don't go. Don't go in. I've been. I mean, not that
Don't go in where?
To get it checked out, to get the hospital. It wasn't that bad, but he got freaked out because he was bleeding and stuff. And, it wasn't that bad though. And
That's long.
anyways, accidents happen, but if you can prevent them and like take the precautions, like,
I mean, occupational hazard.
Right.
It's all part of the gig.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I definitely get scared of that. My biggest fear is going down the freeway and losing something on a trailer, something big.
Yeah.
Is towing.
Oh my gosh.
And losing something from my trailer.
You just reminded me of something actually. So we built an electrical panel stand for Benton City Irrigation. I have a buddy that does electrical work, and he sends me little projects here and there once in a while. Well, this was in my head. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it actually turned out to be, but this was like structural steel, like 4x4 quarter wall, and it's 12 feet wide by 10 feet high. It's got these sloping roofs on it, and so this thing weighs probably 1,000, maybe 1,500 pounds.
Dang.
When it's all said and done. It's a big assembled piece, and like it's standing upright, or no, sorry, it was actually flipped upside down, and I was like, we need to flip this thing 180 degrees. And like I said, we don't have a jib crane, we don't have an overhead crane. I was like, how do we do this? Well, we managed to flip it. We managed to get it on the trailer. Trailering it was sketchy.
Just manpower? I mean, are you rolling it onto it?
So
like, you're just like
we had an engine hoist. We picked up the front end of the stand with the engine hoist. This thing's like teetering, right? Because it's top heavy.
Yeah.
The whole roof line is where all the weight is, and the base plates are this big. They get anchored, but like when it's just sitting there, it's not very stable at all. Anyway, we're trying to get it on the trailer. We lift the front end with an engine hoist. We're backing the trailer underneath this thing. Then we set it down, and then somehow we secured that end. Oh, we put it on a dolly so that we could lift the other end up and slide it onto the trailer the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's smart.
It was debatable, but we got it on there, and then the trailer trip over to the powder shop was tricky too. And then unloading it was sketchy.
Yeah.
We had to tip it off the side of the trailer onto some forks on a forklift. And so my helper was like standing behind this thing, and like it started to go, and like all the weight started to come down. And I was like, dude, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. And boom, just slammed onto the forks. Luckily he got out of the way. But I was like, wow.
And he was literally in between the forks and the thing.
Yeah, until he moved.
Yikes,
yeah.
dude.
So that was sketchy, but
Kind of bad.
Did it damage it in any way?
No, it was fine.
It was fine.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fine. We actually, or no, I didn't. The powder shop added some like lifting eyes or like lifting lugs. They just bolted them to the anchor plates.
Oh, nice.
And they lifted it up, and that's how they got it in and out of the oven. But
Crazy.
so it was easier to load onto a trailer than it was getting
Coming
it
back.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
To pick it up.
yeah. But yeah, that was a sketchy one.
With all the highs and lows of business, as we've been talking about, right? Has there ever been a moment so far that you've been like, is this even worth it anymore? You ever had one of those nights?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Lots of them.
Lots?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what keeps you going?
You have a lot
I
of
just-
stress?
Yeah, it gets less because I get you get used to the highs and lows. You get used to setbacks and stuff. But I mean, every day there's a setback, so you just got to learn how to work through them. But yeah, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of
Actually,
arguments. Yeah, I mean, I've lost relationships. I've lost, I've lost a lot, or given up a lot, to be a business owner and to be in this field. I've given up way more than I probably should have, but it's just part of the game. It's just how it goes.
So was it worth it? As of right now, today, like,
oh yeah,
was it worth it?
I would do it 100 times over.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I love what I do, dude.
Nice.
And every time that I try to step away from it, like, okay, I'm overwhelmed, I need a break, I need to just like back up from fab work for a minute and relax and think about something else, I roll right back into it, man. I can't help it.
Yeah.
So
it's a good sign.
it is.
Good
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lifetime thing for me.
Right.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What do you think you'll be doing in 40 years?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% this.
What do you think the jobs will look like? Have you thought about that?
Not really. I haven't put a whole, because it changes all the time.
We working on spaceships for Elon.
I don't know about that.
Flying Tesla cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about, like, it would be cool to get into some like military contracting and stuff like that.
That'd be sick.
But that's way down the line,
Yeah.
Sign some NDAs and have blacked out windows and
Yeah.
some secret projects.
Yeah.
Come
I
in
feel
and
like
unload into your shop.
yeah. I feel like when you get into stuff like that, though, you probably do a lot less fab work. You're not on the floor near as much as you used to be if you're doing that kind of work,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But that's just a pipe dream
Yeah.
at this point.
That'd be cool.
Right.
How about you guys? What
Like,
do
it
you-
sounds fun. It sounds cool.
You guys, I mean, like railings and
Yeah.
commercial
What
work
are you
and all
doing in
that.
40 years, Sean?
In that long,
When you're 40, maybe. I don't know.
when I'm 40, I don't know. I really want to start another location in Boise. And so my goal is by the end of summer to have one there.
Why Boise?
I think that the market's good there.
Yeah,
Like, it's pretty much it.
fair enough.
I mean, I wouldn't be going to like
Got family over there, too.
Yeah, I got some family over there. Yeah, I mean, okay, sure. I mean, why Boise versus like New York City? You know what I mean? It's like I grew up here. I mean, there's a lot to maybe tie into that, but I like Boise. I like the area. We have some family there. I feel like it's just been booming for the last like ever since I started visiting there, which is maybe like 8 years ago, is when like I started getting accustomed to Boise just for different things. I found myself going over there, yeah, I want to grow, and I don't like the idea of just like I think one big shop. Like I look at some of the shops around here that like some stuff we outsource to, and they just have these giant shops and like these giant machines,
Yeah.
And it's like I'm cool with keeping things pretty simple, small team, maybe like 5 to 7 people,
Yeah.
And just kind of like really kicking it off and being good for our niche of stuff. And so yeah, I like how this one's going. I mean, I feel like I said, I think right before we got in here, it's like there is so much work and we're so busy, but it's hard to it feels like you're always just like 1 or 2 jobs away from like but like you said, I think just being in the phase of growing, what comes with growing is like a lot of expenses.
When did you guys start?
I started fabricating here in Washington last March.
Okay. So, and that's when you opened your doors for
Pretty
Sojourn.
much, yeah. And
Is it
I was
Sojourn?
a smaller than 10 by 20, dude.
You were smaller than 10?
Yeah, I should show you a photo of what I started in.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was probably 10 by 20.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was bad.
Well, there you go.
But it worked. It had more than one outlet.
It's not... Got me there.
It did have that.
Man, you were living in the lap of luxury, dude.
But yeah, and that was actually over in Ellensburg.
I bet you had insulation in there too, didn't you?
Well, technically, no. Yeah. Oh, absolutely not. I didn't have
All right, fair
insulation. Actually, there might have been an attic, but the insulation was like wasp nest.
Yeah.
Old wasp nest, and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically I probably started on that trailer out there, maybe in January before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so.
So about
but I did this for probably like 3 years prior though.
Yeah.
In
But about a
Utah.
year in business. is where you guys are
Or
at.
Sojourn Metal Works, yeah.
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 I mean, yeah. So it's the trenches. It's just how it is.
Oh, it's big time in the trenches, dude. Yeah, constantly in the trenches and constantly just trying to be creative and constantly just like, but also like the trenches are fun, you know?
Yeah.
You don't like, you know, the
In their
trenches
own
are,
right.
it's just hard.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, it's just,
You might die any day. You just don't know, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've ever not experienced the trenches. You know?
I'm newly out of the trenches. So
Yeah, because you started in 2021, right? Or about
20, was it 21 or 20? Maybe 21. Yeah.
Somewhere
I have
around
to
there.
look at my business certificate. I can't remember when when my first one was, but yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I was gonna ask something. Oh, I want to ask. So, on that same subject, you know, you're saying you just got out of the trenches. Like, what is the greatest, most helpful advice you could give to someone right now on our podcast for someone looking to do it, what you do? Like start your shop.
Motorsport Fab.
Yeah.
Make sure you love it.
Okay.
That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you, because if you don't love it, it's not worth the hassle. 110%. If you don't,
it's not quick, easy money.
it is not quick. Oh no. Oh no, it's
It's not get rich quick. Huh?
Not at all. No.
Big learning curve.
Huge learning curve.
Yeah.
And you have to put yourself in front of the right audience too. That's probably the more important thing. Because you know, it's cool to do the little projects on, you know, high schooler cars, you know, like to help them out.
Slammed
you know.
BMWs and stuff.
Yeah, like it's cool, but if you want to make a living at this stuff, you have to be doing work for the right people.
Right.
So, and that takes time. You know, you're not just going to step into this and somebody's not just going to hand you their brand new Corvette and let you do work to it.
Yeah.
You know, with no experience. You
Yeah.
have to build a name for yourself. So if you don't love it, don't get into it. If you're doing it for the money and that alone, don't do it. But if you
it's hard to build trust. I mean, it just takes a while.
It does.
You know.
Yeah.
For those like great clients to come to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hand a nice car over to somebody that doesn't have a name out there. So I understand why.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make sure you love it.
Yeah. Well, some more closing questions are our signature questions, and they kind of stay the same. But the word Sojourn Metal Works, the Sojourn podcast, means journey, technically. And looking back at your journey so far, think about your entire life. Like, what's one moment that like shaped exactly who you are today? Do you think? Maybe made the most impact even.
People telling me that I couldn't do something. I'm stubborn because of it. You know, somebody tells me that I can't do something, it just makes me want to do it even more.
Yeah.
So
You prove them wrong?
prove them wrong.
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I can
That's
say
what's
so.
important.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, a lot of non-believers.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of friends too, so
Yeah.
you know, I'm not trying to make it seem like I have just like all haters. But
Yeah, right.
There's plenty of people that told me that
Friends or family?
a mix of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But you know, I had people that told me that starting a business in the middle of COVID was not right. You know, bad time to do it.
It was a bad time, but
it
the
was a
people
bad time
that
to do it.
succeeded through it
Yeah.
made a lot of money.
That's probably the perfect time to start for
Probably
you.
the perfect time.
Like
There's a lot of
in
pros and
motorsports.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We kind of have a bubble. Like the motorsport world has a bubble around it. Like it always seems like no matter what is going on in the world, people always have money for race cars, which is
Gearheads, dude,
pretty
are
dang
just,
cool.
it's an obsession. It's an
That is
obsession,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
They
cool.
always have. It's an addiction, and they just will continue to spend their money on
Yeah.
their cars because they love it.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, if I had money, you know,
Spin on your truck.
I'm spending it on my truck.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. You know, I really want to redo. I've got an old YZ125,
Oh, nice.
and like I keep it around. Like I just want the thing completely redone. I need a new exhaust for it. You know.
Yeah.
And so it's like one day. You know? And so yeah, you know, yeah, like definitely if I had the money, dude, I'm definitely sending that to someone like you. Like I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Give me whatever it
Did
takes.
you grow up riding or?
I got a dirt bike when I was probably like 9.
Okay.
Just a little TTR 90.
Yeah.
And yeah, I absolutely loved it. I always I remember wanting to race, and just like ride more, because I was like homeschooled, and so at least like when I got it, and so I was always out on that thing because we'd be finished up at like 11:30, and you know I just like we were living in Vegas at the time, and I just go hit.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah. So I just go like hit the dunes right behind my house.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Um,
Dang.
And yeah, but that wasn't the, that just didn't work out. But I remember wanting to do that.
Yeah.
I love writing. Yeah.
What about you, Noah?
Writing?
Yeah.
Not so much.
No.
Done a couple times, handful of times.
What are you guys' hobbies? I guess I kind of want to know that.
Yeah, hobbies. I mean, throughout high school, he's obsessed with Jeeps. He has the Jeep grill tattooed on his lip.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you do. That's awesome.
Yeah. And
I forget about that.
Yeah. He used to work on those all the time. I had a buddy that was obsessed with vans. He'd work on that all the time. I'd be around them, looking at what they do.
That's why I got into welding. Was I wanted to be able to weld on my Jeep.
Oh, okay.
And like when I first got into welding, I really wanted to have an off-road job.
Yeah.
That was like my original dream passion.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Still.
But anyways,
Yeah.
hobbies.
No,
Yeah. What do you got now?
I couldn't. I just didn't have the same kind of brain.
He wants to do scuba diving.
Yeah,
I
I do
really
want
want
to
to get into scuba diving.
I do want to get into scuba diving. I've been into music for a while, so I did a 2-year degree in like music production. I did like a lot of ministry and like worship leading and stuff like that, songwriting groups, stuff like that. I never really told myself I was going to actually be a musician because I was like, it's just not a viable career. I knew that from a young age. And so just as a fun, as a hobby, a lot of ministry stuff. I'm thinking about going back to school for like radio tech, rad tech, x-rays,
cool.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the future. But that's going to be a long, drawn out process. But I think with that,
He's contracted to be here for the next 10 years. So
yeah,
You're
exactly.
stuck.
Yeah, I love the coast. I like my family. When I was young, we were just kind of poor, and so we'd only go to like the Seattle coast or Washington or Oregon coast, and love it. Still love it. And I think it'd be really cool to go like get my scuba cert. It's like less than $1,000 to get certified. You're certified for life, and then you can just rent the gear wherever you're at. So it's a pretty cheap hobby, relatively. And so I have this plan of being able to just travel to different like coastal states and U.S. territories, maybe even international, and go scuba diving. I think that'd be super cool.
I think that's really cool, dude.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. So
I like pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickleball.
I like
Dude,
pickleball.
there's a pickleball club here locally. I don't know.
There's
if you know
so
that.
many.
Yeah.
There's courts, there's clubs,
Oh,
there's
really?
memberships. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm out of the
Yeah.
loop.
Yeah. It's trendy.
I just heard an ad for one. So
I think
It's a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot of fun.
I've been talking with Peyton about getting back into tennis though, because where we were living, we just moved into a new house, me and my wife, and where we were living, there was pickleball courts right next to us.
Yeah.
But where we're living now, there's tennis courts. We're in Richland, and there's not really any pickleball courts in Richland that I know of. And so
Tennis is more of a workout.
yeah, and I like
cardio.
tennis. I like they're both kind of cool.
Yeah.
So not many hobbies though, dude. A lot of it's just work. It's just coming here, and I've been staying home more, which has been good. Only because my wife's due soon, and
Yeah.
so it's
wow.
like I'm
About to have a
really
baby.
really trying to like be here less.
Yeah.
And it's actually been going good. Like
Well,
you know,
congrats, dude.
been trying to. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. About a month away.
A month?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's coming fast.
Yeah.
A little nervous.
Do you know
Low-key.
boy or girl?
First kid.
Girl.
First kid, too.
Girl.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So we'll see how that goes. But
How
you don't
that
get like paternity leave or whatever. And
Yeah.
so and just the way things have been going, it's just like not organized enough to like hey, like I'm not gonna be in here for a while. Just like figure it out and like keep stuff moving, keep projects moving, and
We're trying to streamline it.
Yeah.
You'll be fine, man. I remember when I first started like stepping away from the shop, I was nervous because I was like, can I trust that things are going to get done and done the way that I want them to
yeah,
when I'm away? But it always works out every time. So
yeah.
I have no doubt, man. You're
Oh
gonna be
no,
fine.
it's getting better. There's just so many moving pieces.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just so many.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
got like a new guy on, and then another guy, one of our guys, he's always here and we love him. He does like wildlife firefighting in season,
Oh,
and so he's gonna go because that's one of his it's one of his main life goals. So he'll be gone, and then we're probably gonna have to get someone else, and so building that have to just build other people up so that when there's new people in here, they can build up those people and keep the machine going.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Last question for you.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, what do you want people to remember your work for? Or even you, you know? I don't know. It's kind of tied together, but
Quality.
Quality.
Probably biggest above everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want people to remember me as somebody that always made sure that things were done right. Yeah. That's probably about it.
That's sick. It's that integrity.
Integrity. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's kind of rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Feels like.
You ever seen a piece of yours destroyed from like a wreck or from
Oh, yeah.
like yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I
How does
have.
that make you feel?
I mean, it hurts, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like, well, I built it once, I can build it again.
Yeah.
You know. In fact, who was I just talking to? Oh, I have a customer, Ben. Shout out Ben.
Ben.
He was just in my shop. I built him it was like a skid plate for a pump. So he has a scavenge pump on a Mustang, which a scavenge pump basically pulls oil out of a turbo and then forces it back into the engine. So like
Interesting.
if normally like oil just gravity feeds back into an engine, but if the turbo's sitting low, like there's no like an irrigation drain, it won't drain back, right?
Yeah,
So you have to have a pump to carry it back
Okay.
into the engine. Anyway, this pump was sitting low in the car, and he was worried that it was going to get all smashed up if he like went over a pothole or something like that. So I built him this little skid plate. Well, sure enough, the week that I built it for him, this is years ago, but the week that I built it for him, he hit a pothole and it smashed the hell out of that skid plate. And
But it saved the.
but it saved the pump. And he called me when it happened. He was like, dude, I cannot thank you enough. This thing saved my pump. He's
crazy.
like, it was so worth it. Can you make me another one?
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I think he did something else with the car, so he didn't need another brace or skid plate for it.
That's a great story.
But
There you go.
but yeah, I
Yeah,
have
that's
seen
cool.
I have seen mangled parts.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about at the end here for our podcast. So I like to give every guest a moment to kind of talk to our audience, tell them, you know, where they can find you, how they can contact you, and yeah.
Yeah. So you can find me on socials, 10x20 Performance Fab on Facebook and Instagram. Our pages also have our phone number and our email on there, so you can reach me through both of those. Yeah, that's the best way to
Sweet.
get a hold of me.
Cool, man. Yeah, so if you like fast cars, clean welds, and hearing what it's really like to build something from nothing, this was your episode to listen to. Jordan from 10x20 Performance Fab. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Thanks
for
for having
being
me.
here.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. And to everyone listening, do us a huge favor. Send us a like, subscribe, follow on YouTube. Follow us on whatever podcast you're listening to and give us a great review. And we appreciate all you guys a ton. Thanks for tuning in. And also any suggestions of any other people we should interview or get on this podcast, just either send them to our Instagram or to our email at noah@sojournmetalworks.com. And I think that's everything. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Later.